It's happening, guys. It's happening, guys. It's happening, guys. Now, nobody's in here so far, you know. But it's all right because you can catch this on the replay. Now, let me just get up to speed because my Instagram won't let me go on that app all day. I only just updated it just now. Right. Anyways, I'm on it anyway. And yeah, so we've got a match preview of the North London derby, right? At the Toilet Bowl Stadium, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, right? Tottenham versus Arsenal in a crucial clash, fourth game into the season, right? Arsenal going into this game a little bit light, or should I say more than a little bit light, because of two bit of injury, right? Match preview, let's get it. Yeah, so Spurs versus Arsenal. I'm going to say at the Emirates Stadium, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Let me just quickly. Can't believe I'm not organised tonight. I'm struggling. Yeah, we're all good now. We're all good. Yeah, it's a big clash, and Super Mikel Arteta, aka the Spanish Southgate, has signed a new three-year deal, keeping him at the club until what, 2027. Yes, that's Arsenal rewarding failure as per usual, right? Rewarding failure, right? This guy won a trophy behind closed doors with a team that wasn't his, right? Ever since then, the only thing he's achieved with his own squad, his own players, right, is a damn shield. A shield that we were handed out, by the way. It was handed out to us. But that's what he gets. That's his reward for getting a new deal. You see how low the bar is for this club. You see how low the bar is to the damn floor. You know what I mean?
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace.
The people upstairs at this club need some help.
Stop it. Get some help.
Big up to yourself, Kurt. First one in here. But I'm about to get into this match preview of the North London derby. Yeah, cheers, man. This is actually an old one. It's I think 2021. I think this is. And I haven't worn it for ages, and it's a bit tight on me now, but it matches this hat. So that's why I'm wearing it. But yeah, we're about to get to this North London derby match preview, and then obviously I'm gonna be chatting a little bit more. But yeah, Spurs versus Arsenal, Super Sunday, 2:00 kickoff. Yeah, so let's read into it, I suppose. Jesus. The marquee fixture of the Premier League's return after the international break unquestionably takes place in North London as Tottenham and Arsenal clash for the 65th time in the competition history. For Tottenham, the won 15 times, drawn 25, lost 24. It's been a difficult start to the campaign for Ange Postecoglou's men, won 1, drawn 1, lost 1. But with Dominic Solanke and Mickey van der Ven set to return from injury on Sunday, perhaps they can start to kick on from there. And there's no game in which the fans would be more appreciative, as Spurs have endured misery in North London derby of late, winning just one of the last 7, drawn 1, lost 5. A repeat of that solitary stalemate certainly appears unlikely, as none of Tottenham's last 22 Premier League home games ended all square. 1-15, lost 7. A run that stretches back to April 2023, and that was when they drew to Man United, I believe. More cautious Arsenal fans may not be too upset with such outcome here, given their selection problems. Mikel Arteta, who agreed a 3-year contract in the build-up to this clash, you know what I mean? Which is an absolute shambles, right?
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. That's what
That's
it
what
is.
it is.
A disgrace.
I mean, could be without as many of 6 of his first team squad, thanks to injury and suspension. Most notably, Declan Rice, who was sent off against Brighton 2 weeks ago, and captain Martin Odegaard, who sustained an ankle injury while on international duty with Norway. This looks set to be the first real test of the Gunners' squad depth as they look to end their wait for a Premier League title that spans 2 decades, right? 2 whole decades.
Emotional damage.
There's seemingly no better place for Arsenal to face that test than the road, as they are unbeaten in away league action since the start of 2024, 1-9 draw 1, with 8 games in that sequence, seeing them keep a clean sheet. Now, I don't get onto the players to watch, right? We haven't beaten Spurs 3 times in a trot at White Hart Lane since the 80s, I think it was, or was it even before then? It's been a while. So we haven't even done it in Premier League history. Jesus Christ. I mean, Lee Gunnar said Odegaard will be out for 3 months. I listened to a bit of his live. I heard him say something about he reckons it'll be 3 months. Probably could be. You know what I mean? But end of the day, I've those that have been keeping up with me on this channel have heard me say, you know what? If Odegaard was to be out for injury or whatever, why don't Arteta try and explore Big Zinny, if I can call him that? You know what I mean? Zinchenko, put him in Odegaard's position, because I think he'll be fine there. You know what I mean? I think he'd do all right there. He won't do it. And I've been crying for this. I haven't even been crying for signing a new attacking midfielder as such, right? Because not many of us have been crying for some. There's been a chunk of us that have. But let's face it, for the vast majority of Arsenal channels, I've been talking about let's get another attacking midfielder. You know what I mean? Let's get another number 10. My thing was, Zinchenko can be that 10. He can do it. In my opinion, I believe in Zinchenko, him being in midfield, number 8 or number 10. I believe in that. How is it I can see it so much? Arteta just doesn't see it at all. Arteta doesn't think, well, we know he's good at passing. We know he's good on the ball. Yeah, maybe play him a bit further forward. Arteta already has this thing about trying to copy Pep, doesn't he? Oh, let's play centre backs at the back 4. Zinchenko's neither of that. Yet he still wants to. He would still have him there if he could. When you could actually play him a little bit further forward, because he likes being forward anyway. You know what I mean? We won't see him. We won't see Zinchenko be anywhere near the midfield like that for this game. We won't see it. Let's go into the head-to-heads. So the head-to-head at Arsenal and Tottenham. Tottenham's last 5 games see them lost 3 and won 1, drawn 1. Arsenal winning 4 and drawing 1 in the last 5. With Tottenham, the last game they lost against Newcastle 2-1. Before that, they smoked Everton 4-0. But let's face it, that was a very poor Everton team. If anything, this game will show what Spurs are really about. I mean, we know they've had bare chances in their games against Leicester and Newcastle. The game before, they've smoked Everton. The drew against Leicester 1-1, and then in friendlies they lost twice to Bayern Munich, 3-2 and 2-1. I believe. Yeah, 3-2 and 2-1. Arsenal's last 5 matches, I think struggling. Last game out, seen a 1-1 draw against Brighton at home, which was, in my opinion,
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace.
Because you got 10 men down and you prang for the rest of the game against Brighton at home. That makes sense. Before that, beat Aston Villa 2-0 at Villa Park. Before that, we beat Wolves 2-0 at the Emirates, and then before that, we beat Lyon Emirates Cup, and then before that, we smoked Leverkusen 4-1. Now, the table shows, Arsenal are 4th on 7 points. Man City, do Man City play tomorrow night? Can't remember who Man City play. I think they play tomorrow night. But anyway, tables are relevant right now. But yeah, I'll give my score prediction soon. Alexander Zinchenko at 8 for Ukraine. Yeah. He plays midfield for Ukraine. But for some reason, Arteta is still keeping up what Pep did. Pep was the one that decided, I'll play Zinchenko at left back. He knew it didn't work. He knew Zinchenko couldn't be fixed like that, so he binned him off. Arteta came and pick up the pieces. Didn't think to himself, Zinchenko is actually much better going forward. So why don't I, play him further forward? Could easily do that. Don't want to do it. We play at 3 p.m. tomorrow. Who you lot playing tomorrow? Can't remember who you lot playing. Big up, Rod. Big up yourself. What we're saying about this game on Sunday without injuries? Because my score prediction for Sunday, I'm going with a 2-2 draw. Right? I think it's going to be one of them games like last season at the Emirates. It's going to be that type of game where, it's end to end, and our deficiencies via the injuries we have will start to show. You know what I mean? Even though, our defense otherwise is fine in terms of who's available. Like, Ben White's going to play as usual. Saliba, Gabriel, and then I'm assuming it'll be Timber that will be at left back. You know what I mean? So going by that, defensively we should be fine. But I don't think we'll have the control in midfield that we had when Odegaard plays. Because like I said, the game, I can't remember what game it was. I think I was doing a watch along, and it was a game where we were winning comfortably. We took Odegaard off and we couldn't keep the ball. I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was Newcastle 4-1 or Sheffield United 6-0. I can't remember what game it was, but we took Odegaard off. I remember that because I was saying, even in the match reaction, since he came off, we lost control in the midfield. Like, we missed him. Like, there was a difference. You know what I mean? And I think that's going to happen. I don't think Spurs will then just end up smoking us tomorrow on Sunday. I don't think it's going to be like that. I just think that it's going to be end to end. They'll score, we score, they'll score, we score, we score, they'll score, we score, they'll score. I think it's going to be that type of game. Brentford at home, you'll beat them. Brentford, they ain't going to do anything. Tottenham 1-1, City 2-0, Brentford. Yeah, I'm going 2-2 with our game, and City will probably beat Brentford 4-1. Like, Brentford probably score first. You know what I mean? It'd be one of them. You know what I mean? And you just slap them up. Rod's going for 2-1 Arsenal. You know what? I wish I could sit here and be like, we'll definitely beat him, but I can't, because I just don't think that we will. You know what I mean? But if we do beat Tottenham, I guarantee you we don't beat Atlanta in the Champions League. Guarantee it. I guarantee we won't follow it up. Big up to you, Warren Grant. Big up YG. I can see it being a draw at best too. if we actually beat Spurs with our depleted squad, then I think we'll say more about them than us. I'm more worried about Man City away. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we're going to be going into the City game without Odegaard, without that controlling midfield. I'm telling you, there's not the controlling midfield isn't there. When despite the fact that we'll have Jorginho and Partey or whatever, I'm talking from an attacking sense. I think the closest you will get to it is having Zinchenko there. And I'm probably the only Arsenal fan of all the content creators. I'm probably the only one that's been crying to have Zinchenko there. You know what I mean? The only thing I have against Zinchenko is him being the left back. That's it. But him going forward, you know what I mean? Big up to you, Finch Streams, LFC. You look cool. Big up. I got this jacket from the archives, and I think this is a 2021 one. I think can't remember, but it matches this hat. And I've worn it before, but I haven't worn it for ages. No Tony, no Partey. Brentford. You might as well not watch the game. You know what I mean? Like, you might as well just check your phone, be like, yeah, we won. Bam. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm telling you, if we beat Spurs on Sunday, though, I'm telling you, like, there's just be on the lookout for a compilation of Spurs fans that I'm going to gather together, just like I did with the, because I think we're going to do a series of this now. Obviously, I did the drinking the United tears, and I think I'm going to do one drinking the Spurs tears if we beat them, and we better beat them. You know what I mean? We better beat them. But I think it'll be a draw, but we better beat these man. Because one, not only is it's because it's them, two, this is Arsenal. You know what I mean? This is Arsenal. Okay, what mate? Won our last two games there. So I'm sure we can go there again and have the same level of confidence. But not piss around after going goals up like we did last season. Pissed around. I mean, thankfully we won 3-2. You know what I mean? Big up to Coach Jordash. I've butchered your name. I'm sorry. Because I don't know if it's Jordake or Jord. I don't want to butcher your name, but big up to you. We're having Sunday chicken. What side are you on? Are you an Arsenal fan? Are you a Spurs fan? Do you support any of them? I don't think I've seen you in here before. But as I said, everybody's welcome here. I don't care who you support. You know what I mean? You could support Motherwell. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. It's fine. You know what I mean? But yeah. On the eve of the North London derby, Arteta has been rewarded with a fresh 3-year deal. We are back to them days where Wenger were getting top 4 and winning nothing. 2006, 2013, that period of top 4 nothing, not like top 4 no silverware. That's where we are. And watch, this will carry on. And in fact, no, let me not say that, because I've said I do think we'll win the FA Cup this season. So that'll be something that will buy Arteta more time in being in this job and justifying him being here for another 3 years. I still do stand by that we'll win the FA Cup. If we get knocked out of the FA Cup, then we're back to nothing. You know what I mean? Back to nothing. Oh, you're an Arsenal fan. All right. Big up to you. Stumbled on the channel just now. Oh, all right. Big up to you. You know what? Because you just stumbled up on this channel and you're in here right now, I'm going to give you a Don DeMarco for that. So big up to you. Arteta doesn't know how to use his squad, so Arsenal will struggle. Yeah, Arteta, he's shown he when it push comes to shove. You know what I mean? He's one of those where you were in pole position and you cocked it up. You know what I mean? These last 2 seasons, we didn't need to beat Man City to win the league. You know what I mean? We could have got away with beating the lesser teams, and still won the league. When it was Liverpool, they needed to beat Man City. But us, we didn't need to. The 2022-23 season, we lost 3 times in all competitions to Man City, but we didn't need to beat them once to win the league. If we'd have just beaten Southampton, West Ham, Liverpool, Everton, Forest, Brighton, you know what I mean? If we'd have won them games, been fine. Last season, City could beat us. You know what I mean? Still didn't win the league. Why? Lost to Villa twice, Newcastle, drew at Fulham, drew at home to Spurs, lost at Fulham, and lost at home to West Ham. You know what I mean? So, like, when we beat Man City 1-0 in the Premier League last season, I wasn't as happy as I should have been, because I knew, 1, we should have done this the season before anyway, right? 2, I knew that last season, the previous season, we didn't need to beat Man City and we didn't win the league. So I need to see more than that. I mean, we could beat Spurs, then beat Man City, still not convinced. Because we could do all that, still not win the league. Because why? Because we'll lose to some small team. You know what I mean? I remember Spurs away last season, only 5 months ago now. That game should have been 5-0 or more. We got sloppy at the end, missing chances and conceding goals. Yeah. That's what I mean. We're 3-0 up comfortable and then a close 3-2. You know what I mean? Let's get the chickens. Yeah, with a Sunday roast on Sunday. You know what I mean? Don't panic. It's still early in the season. But we know what we're getting, though, don't we? You know what I mean? We know what we're getting. I know if we beat Spurs and Man City, right, we get 6 points in our next games, right? I know it's going to get fans giddy. But the reality is we could do that and still not win the league. And it won't even matter what we do against Man City in the reverse fixture type shit. You know what I mean? I need to see more, because if Havertz was scoring hat-tricks as often as what Haaland is doing and everything like that, and we're just looking unstoppable, then I'd look at it a little bit differently. You know what I mean? But I'm not seeing anything that resembles the season Liverpool won it. You know what I mean? I'm not seeing that. And I said, at this rate, that's what it's going to take at this rate, because otherwise, as long as it's close, we know this manager is going to make some goofy decision like he did the last 2 seasons, right? As well as the players not having the ball while it's so close. You know what I mean? As a City fan, I'm so happy that Arteta got a new contract. It's been amazing. And now he almost pay most money. Oh, he'll get paid most money. He's going to get paid second highest or something like that behind Pep, which I think is, at this point, I'm wondering, what do you do for it?
Just help me to understand.
I don't understand. What did Arteta do to warrant that? You know what I mean?
I will do anything for bonus.
Ridiculous.
Get him out! Get him out!
And it's sad that City fans are celebrating this, because they know exactly, right? They know exactly what they're dealing with. You know what I mean? They know exactly what they're dealing with.
Emotional damage.
Jesus. As much as I want Arteta gone, if we win nothing again, seeing stuff like new contracts for Arteta is why I've been cranking out for years. Edu can F off as well. Yeah, they can. They can. Mikel is an amazing coach. Wait for it. So you believe in Arteta then? Well, let's see what he does, because I said at the start of the season, before the season started, I'm saying I think Arsenal will win the FA Cup only because it'll get to a point where his hand will be forced. I think the third round of the FA Cup will get somebody that will beat, type of thing. We'll beat them, still be in it. We might avoid the bigger sides, maybe, or maybe even beat a bigger side in it or something. And it'll get to a point where, well, I still have the FA Cup, don't I? You know what I mean? And if we go for the FA Cup, don't matter who we get. I mean, so if we get to Wembley, we're practically in the final then, basically. Arteta would have been sacked by now if he was going this. Yeah, if he was at City doing this, he wouldn't have lasted this long. And he wouldn't have not got no contract. You know what I mean? You think Arteta could have done this and then got a new contract at Man City? You know what I mean? Nowhere on this green earth, nowhere Jose Enrique would he have got a new contract at Man City being like this, only achieving a shield with your own team. Because City fans would have been like this if he got a new contract. You know what I mean? That would have been the faces of them all thinking, what's happened to our club? Only in FIFA Arsenal win it at Man City Stadium. Oh, now you're going too far now. You know what I mean? You're taking this too far. I mean that's can't be having that. Can't be having it. I think Kurt's trying to make Arsenal fans upset right now. See this. What can we say? We can't say anything. Only on FIFA, man said. Only in FIFA will Arsenal win at Man City Stadium. Jesus. If you know, give us a nice acca there. Truth is, we can't predict. It's all ifs and buts. Maybe let's play well on Sunday and win. Well, I'm predicting a 2-2 draw. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I'm saying it's going to be one of them games like last season at the Emirates, end to end up being a 2-2 draw. One of us will come out like we should have won that game, either us or them. I got £50 on Arsenal to win. I trust my team. So solid at the back. Even a 1-0 will do. You know, I will take 1-0. If we get a stinky 1-0, I'll take it. You know what I mean? And the thing is, for what we have up front currently, right now, right? And what we have at the back, we should be okay. It's that control in midfield. We don't have it when Odegaard's not there. That's the thing. I can't explain it, but I've seen it. You know what I mean? I've literally seen it. When I'm watching us play, and I've seen Odegaard on the pitch and I've seen him come off, right? I've seen us lose control.
I've seen him do it.
You know what I mean? I've seen that. Let me try and catch up with them. Hold on. Trying to catch up with your comments now. Just say, coach, you can't say Mikel. We can get to the Champions League final too. We are capable. Our group. Oh no! See, now, hold on. Hang on a minute. Let's just, let's just calm down now. I mean, there was one thing saying you can get to the UCL final, but then now you're saying that the group is easy. Now I reckon at home, right? I'm looking at it. I'm thinking get 12 points. Wait, no. Hang on a minute. No, because we're playing 4 games at home, innit? And 4 away. Oh yeah. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah. Get 12 points at home. But those away fixtures, fam. I mean, it's not going to be it's not going to be easy. Not the Champions League, but 115. You know, I we'll just have to see what happens with this 115 charges thing. We'll just have to see what happens. Obviously, if you man are found guilty, for example, you know what I mean, I'm just gonna be there like this. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna have no feelings. Apart from like this. You know what I mean? Wait, what happened? You know, we can only hope. Can you pull up the Champions League fixtures, please? PSG have no Kylian. No reason why we can't. I'll get it up in a second. Let me just go through the comments. I've got Destiny in here, who's a Spurs fan. Big up to you for being in here. As I said, everybody's welcome. Destiny 5. Arsenal are like the best pickup line. They start on top but always finish seconds. Yeah. So I'm gonna get cooked by Spurs fan. I'm not having that. I mean, there's no way. I'm not here to get cooked by no Spurs fan. No way. Jose Enrique fan. I mean, like us, the second place finishes we've been getting is a dream to you lot. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? Spurs would dream to be in our position right now because we know you lot don't like trophies. We know you lot are allergic to them. We know you lot have got a trophy allergy, right? It's been 2008 since you man have won a trophy. You haven't won a league title while colour screen TVs have been around. You know what I mean? Like, there's people who have parents that weren't even born when Spurs last won a league title. You know what I mean? Like, fam, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, finishing second, that's a trophy to Spurs. You know what I mean? Like, if you ask a Spurs fan, what do you want this season from you lot? None of them will mention anything about winning a trophy. They'll just say, oh, I just want to get top 4. That's all you hear. Guarantee it. Go ask any or look at any Spurs channel right now. Right? What's your expectations for this season, Spurs fan? I just want top 4. You won't hear these men say, "Oh, I want to win the League Cup, I want to win the FA Cup, I want to win Europe, or why not go for the league?" Nope. I mean, the most you will see from Spurs fans is going unbeaten at the start of the season and then thinking by October that they're going to win the league, like last season. When you have that Spurs fan on the football terrace saying, "We're going to win the league," and then when they were getting slapped up 3 games in a row, man turned around and said, "I don't think we're going to win the league anymore now." Like, really? You know what I mean? Coach PSG, I watched 2-2 draw of our defense. As well as it is, I doubt Spurs will score 2, maybe 1. So we need 2 goals to win the game. You know, you've got the confidence, right? And I admire your confidence. But me, I'm just looking at it from a standpoint of, you know, just basically what I think based on certain calculations. You know what I mean? And the magnitude of the game. That's what I'm saying. The group ain't so bad. We have the team to beat most of them lot. The home fixtures, I'm there with you. But it's the away ones. It's only the away ones. I said even when the fixtures announced, it's only the away ones that's my main worry. But even then, you never know. Big up to Red Bull Vodka. I don't care what the score is as long as we get 3 points. Yeah. I'll take a stinky 1-0. I mean, if I was to go and predict the goal scorers for us, if Sterling starts, I do think he'll probably score. To be fair, I ain't gonna lie. I think him and Saka or him and Havertz will get our goals, and I think for them, I think Solanke and Song will score for them. That's my predictions because I'm predicting a 2-2 draw. You know what I mean? Echoing what Destiny said, Arsenal are like the Virgin trying to move to that 10 out of 10 stunner, but always getting rejected and finishing behind. Then that's what the thing is. That's those who are happy with Arteta would think that was a good night out. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Oh, Arteta's doing a good job. Finish second, put pressure on Patney. AKA, I went on a night out. I chatted to some tens. Left with nothing in the end of the night. But I had a good night. That was a successful night. Just because I chatted to a 10. Didn't get anything, didn't get case numbers, nothing. You know what I mean? So what Warren Grant has described right there, right, is what Arteta Inns would think that was a good night out. You know what I mean? Arsenal aren't getting anywhere near Champions League final. To be fair, I can't disagree with you. The thing is, I can barely fight back. I mean, obviously, whenever if I've got a Spurs fan in here saying something, I can always say something to them because of what's currently going on. They're in a current trophy draw, which they don't really care about. You know what I mean? But otherwise, and I'm not saying what the Spurs fan said was wrong. You know what I mean? It wasn't wrong. It's just that it came from a Spurs mouth, so I had to say. But big up to you, Destiny, for being in here anyway. Easier than some other groups. We'll just have to see. Stop the cap. Coach, you have been told, right? You have been told to
Stop the cap.
Oh dear. Hold on. I'm losing where I am now. I'm losing where I am. Abu Dhabi FC ain't getting anything happening over 115. As I said, the most they'll get is points deduction. I think they'll be guilty of something, and points deduction. I heard on Sky Sports today. Come November, it'll be a case of City can then appeal or not appeal, and if they appeal, it could take till April to find out what the results are going to be from it. And at April, what time? That's the back end of the season. You know what I mean? And I'm predicting that the only thing that can stop Man City from winning the league is getting points deduction. That's the only thing. And the thing is, if Arsenal were to win the league, for example, based on that, I wouldn't be as happy as I would be if we won it organically. You know what I mean? Like, for example, if I was a Liverpool fan, even though Liverpool won the league title fair and square in 2020, they were going to win it anyway. They only had to win 2 more games when lockdown happened. But it was something that happened behind closed doors when it happened, when they officially won it. And it spoiled it for me. Like, looking at it, I'm thinking, I'm looking at Liverpool fans, I'm thinking, I feel a bit sorry for you, man, because you, man, this is how you, man, had to see it. Whereas everybody else, when they won the league titles, you know what I mean? And since lockdown, a lot of goofy things have happened. You know what I mean? Teams beating teams by 7 and 6s that they wouldn't normally do. You know what I mean? And it just, I don't know. Because I said before, I said to my friends, I said to my brother, I said to my cousin as well, that if Arsenal were in the Champions League in 2020 and we won it behind closed doors, although I'd be happy that we won it, I wouldn't be overly satisfied, and I'd want to see us do it again, just to make sure that it was real, kind of thing. And that's how I'd see it if we won the league by City just getting points deducted. You know what I mean? It wouldn't hit the same. Inter and Girona easy for Arsenal away. No, they're not. They're not. I mean, they're not easy away fixtures. Destiny, you start bottom and always do jack shit. Chicken FC talk shite. Rattled. Big up to Jack Stone. Yes, my brother, just subscribe to you. Big up Yorkshire. Yeah, I think you meant to put Gooner. But big up to you anyway. Another new subscriber. Oh, what's up? Oh, right. So big up to Jack Stone. Inter and Mid and Girona lost their two best players. Well, if we're going to go by that, Bayern last season were choking to Leverkusen, and we couldn't beat them over two legs in the Champions League. They came to our ground in handicap mode, right? Because they couldn't have no fans there, and we couldn't beat them. You know what I mean? And that was when the going got tough, aka knockouts. Leicester City greater than Tottenham, mad. I mean, you could put Blackburn Rovers in there. You know what I mean? Blackburn Rovers, the most successful Lancashire team. Or club, should I say. 1995, Blackburn Rovers, Premier League champions. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And then 2016, Leicester go do it. Telling you, somebody else is on that list. Somebody else is going to do it. Somebody else is going to come out of nowhere and just be like, yep. I mean, and it might take a while, but we'll have to see. You do realise playing Champions League is a totally different ballgame compared to the league. By all logic, we should have beaten Bayern last season then, as they were what they once was. Yeah, just mentioned that, yeah. So me, Bayern Munich, couldn't beat them in handicap mode. Everything was for us in that first leg. Should have slapped them. Couldn't do it. And you know what? I'm actually going to go as far as saying this. If that was Spurs, right, or Poch's Spurs during that period, 2017 time, I bet they would have slapped them. I bet if Bayern went to White Hart Lane in 2017, right, crippled because they didn't have fans, right, I bet at home Spurs at least would have slapped them 2-3 by 2 or 3. Guarantee it. If Bayern were in 2017 were at the level of the Bayern of last season and went to that Spurs with no fans, I guarantee you that Spurs would have beaten them. And it's sad for me to say that. Coach delusional. So you think Arsenal will win all of their games then? We'll have to see, because I'm just going down these comments slowly now. Arteta finished 8th in his first 2 seasons. Calm down, son. This isn't the first time we have backed a manager. Well, it's not, but how long are you going to back Ange for? You know what I mean? How long are you going to back him for? Should he do what all the other Spurs managers have done since Ramos won a trophy in 2008? You know what I mean? Didn't clock Destiny was a Spurs fan. Yeah, no, say Spurs fans of all people are bantering us. Yeah, I can't have Spurs fans coming in here chucking banner. Someone has to be chucked back. You know what I mean? It's fam. Like, couldn't have that. We ain't got a player, and we ain't got a player in the Champions League. No, I don't think we'll win all, but we can go through. Arsenal ain't doing anything in the Champions League. Arsenal have always been shit in the Champions League. And it's just and I look at it and it's like, how long is that going to go on for? Man City came in and then eventually won their Champions League. Chelsea won 2 Champions Leagues. Who's next? Who's next? Spurs could have done it in 2019. Thankfully, the bottle jobs. But just imagine if Spurs had got their hands on that Champions League. I couldn't believe it when they made that final. Couldn't believe it. I mean, even seeing them walk out into the stadium with that Champions League trophy right next to them, even seeing that was bad enough. But then after 1 minute, it was all good. You know what I mean? We all know what happened after 1 minute, don't we? Chicken FC waffle all day long and never win shit. Postecoglou will be sacked this year. Ooh, bold claim that. Sacked by the end of this year. We will score 4-0. Mina take it back. Who do you support, Jack? Are you a gunner? I'm assuming you're a gunner. I'm gonna assume you're a gunner. Arsenal go through, but Inter and Girona are easy for Arsenal. They're not. Well, epic analogy. I'm a little bit behind now. I'm a little bit behind the comments, but I think I know which analogy it was. Was it about the girls in the club or something like that, the 10 out of 10? Wanna bet if they do, you have to post an apology to Arsenal. I'm here for it, bro. Kate Winslet's probably a better manager than Arteta. Ooh. Coach who never won a Champions League, so why would I bet when I know Arsenal won't win it? The thing is, right? If you was to take the bet, you're guaranteed to win, really. You know what I mean? But there's that slight chance, right, that Arsenal might win it, for example. Nobody thinks we'll do it. I don't think. You know what I mean? Very few of us think that we'll do it. Bro, you shouldn't be listening to Sky Sports. They're just RP scam. I mean, I can't remember the last thing they were really wrong about in terms of what they were saying, like something that they got completely way off. I didn't say win, Kurt. I'm saying reach the final. Well, but we want to win it, though. I mean, I don't want to win out. I want to win the damn thing. I mean, the achievement is to win it. We could get to the final. We haven't been close since 2009. It's wild. We won't win it, but we've seen it happen over the years. Let me just go down these comments because obviously you are bantering each other. Big up to dboy0113. You're from Leeds, Hood, or Bradford? I'm from near there. If you're from Leeds or Bradford, let me know. I'm back in the beef with you and Lee. There's no beef with me and Lee. Nothing, no beef at all. The videos that I've done was just a part of what he said that I disagree with, but it's no beef. I don't have beef with any other content creators. I mean, I know there's one that has beef with me. There's a certain content creator who some of you know, some of you may not know, that has beef with me because of content that I've done about him.
10 fucking Heisenberg blood.
But I don't have beef with anyone. There's no beef. You do know, bro, Sky Sports just chat shit and it's full of RPY. I block them all over social media because they are so annoying and waffle all the time. Yeah. But but according to them, they said the thing about the charges, it starts in November. No, it either starts in November or City will be able to appeal from November, and if they do appeal, then it'll go to April is when we'll find out what's going to happen with the thing. Imagine if Arsenal got that to 2006. Yeah. You know what I mean? The thing is, when a dodgy game has cost you, and you've never been back to a final since, that makes it worse. You know what I mean? That makes it worse. Dodginess effed us up, and we haven't been back there since. Who would hate Lee Gunner? I mean, there's lots of people that do. I don't know why. I don't know why people hate Goldbridge either. I don't know why. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's no beef or anything. We held up the threads, lads. Good stream and chat. This is respect, gentlemen. Yeah. I mean, I don't always agree with Lee Gunner, and sometimes the way he expresses himself at times can be wrong, but he wants the best for the club. People don't realize that. Yeah, I mean, he wants... The thing is, when somebody is holding a person or an organization or whatever accountable for what they're not doing and what they should be doing, people perceive it as the person hates that club, because I've seen plenty of times people on Twitter saying, "Oh, Lee Gunner hates Arsenal," and it's like he doesn't. He doesn't hate Arsenal. I mean, he wants what he's seen Man City doing and what he's seen Real Madrid doing, what we're all seeing them doing. He wants Arsenal to be that, because we were told that when we move into this Emirates Stadium, we're going to compete with the best. And this, that, and the other. We were told basically we'll be on par with these clubs. And then as time's gone on, because we've trusted Wenger for years after we were moved into the Emirates, we trusted him. And then it got to a point where it's like, I can't back this no more. And it's got to a stage where, nah, something has to change. Because we were promised. We should have stayed in Highbury then. What was the point in moving? You know what I mean? We competed more in Europe when we're in Highbury than now. You know what I mean? The last year of Highbury, we get to a Champions League final. You know what I mean? 3 years into the Emirates era, we get to the semi-final. Since then, nothing. You know what I mean? But what I don't like about Lee is how he keeps flexing what he makes money-wise. That's a bit too egotistical. And that's where I came in. And that's why I made that video. That's why I made that video, because it wasn't necessarily just about him doing it. It's about people in general that do it. But because he did it, kind of thing, it was like, you know. But it's just like, yeah, that obviously that's cringe. But life's unfair. There can only be one winner, sadly. Yeah. There can only be one winner. But the thing is why not winning? Why not being those winners? 4 years since we last won a trophy, right? Unless, I mean, I know, even though the majority of us believe that we've won 49 trophies, you know, I understand that people aren't going to have it if I say, well, technically the last time we won something was 2023. I'm going to have it because it was only the Shield, right? But, you know, that's the only thing Arteta has achieved with his own squad. You spent all this money to win a Shield. You know what I mean? All this time to win a Shield. And the thing is, it was still more than what Spurs have. You know what I mean? Well, anyways, the North London derby, right? I've been seeing man like Deji, for example, talking loud on social media. So man like Deji better pray that Arsenal don't beat him, I'm telling you. So I'm clipping up these Spurs fans. I'm clipping up a load of them. You know what I mean? My match reaction might be a bit late if we win anyway, especially. Might be a bit late. But man are getting clipped up, right? Because anyhow, these man get brushed. I'm telling you. There can only be one winner, but at least do what's required to give it a go. Big up to Ambler Productions official. I think the Arsenal team from 2009 would beat this Arsenal squad if we had a time machine, lol. But to be honest, I've seen improvements in the last 2 years. Yeah, that 2009 Arsenal team would definitely give this team a run for the money. I mean, definitely would. I mean, definitely would. And yeah, there's been improvements in terms of defensively and everything like that, but ultimately, I'm led to nothing. Big up to Jonathan, Chelsea fan. Did you drink your Yorkshire tea today? I haven't drunk tea in a while, to be fair. I ain't gonna lie to you. The closest thing I've had to tea really was like iced tea drinks. You know what I mean? So I'm not one of those stick kettle on. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Who are you all playing anyway? Let me find out actually. Let me find out who Chelsea are playing. Let me see. Let me see who you want to play. Because we know what dire situation Chelsea in dealt with. I mean, we know where them man are. And we know what's to be expected. If this thing will load. Bournemouth at 8 o'clock away from home. Bournemouth at 8 o'clock, you know. I mean, yeah, but yeah, I'm. To be fair, I'm not even nervous for the North London derby. I'm looking forward to it. To be fair, I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, it's going to be interesting because my starting 11. If I was to go with my starting 11, right, my starting 11 for this team is obviously going to be Big Dave in goal, right? Big Dave in goal. And it's going to be Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and I'll play Timber at left back. And then in midfield, see, me, I would switch the formation so it's a number 10 and then 2 number 6s behind them. Jorginho and Partey. And then I will put Zinchenko as a lone 10, right? Behind Havertz, who will be up top. And I'll have Sterling on the left, Saka on the right. And Trossard can be a super sub. That's what I would do. What I think Arteta will do is the back four and the keeper, we know that's staying, right? In midfield, what he'll do is he'll play Havertz in number 8 again. He'll have Partey and Jorginho. And the front three, I think he might start Sterling. He'll put Trossard as a false 9 and Saka on the right. Jesus is fit for the game, by the way. You know what I mean? Jesus is fit for the game. But I don't think he'll start him. And I don't think he needs to start him. I ain't going to lie. I don't think he needs to start Jesus. I think he's going to put Havertz back as number 8. You know, the same shit that didn't work. The same shit where you look at it, right? And you just think to yourself...
Just help me to understand.
That's what he'll do. I don't think 1 year, I don't think he'll see this game. I mean, I'd be surprised if he is in midfield. But then again, if Havertz is still a number 9 for this game on Sunday, if Arteta starts Havertz as number 9, then Arteta has learned his lesson when it comes to what to do with Havertz. If he does that, he's learned his lesson. If he doesn't do that, which I expect him not to do, I expect him to put Havertz as a number 8 again, then yeah, you ain't learned shit. Never forget that Spurs fan who was on a terrace last season saying they're going to win league. Yeah, I brought that up earlier. Can't remember his name. I think he wears glasses. I'll know him when I see him. But when I was listening to it, I was driving, so I couldn't like take timestamps, no nothing. But I should have reacted to that at the time. But yeah, he said they were going to win the league and all that stuff. And that Spurs fan, I think her name's Kate, the one with short hair. She was telling to calm down. It's only September, October, blah blah blah. She was trying to reason with him because she was clearly not with it. She was clearly like, I'm not that type of Spurs fan. I'm not with that. And then when they got brushed against Chelsea, then what was it? The Chelsea beat them, and they lost 2 other games. Or lost to Wolves because I yeah, because that day we played Burnley, and I went to that game, and on my match vlog, actually I'll find my match vlogs on my channel and I'll put it in a playlist so that anybody who wants to see it can just go straight to the playlist. And Spurs lost in the last minute. Yeah, I remember. And yeah, on the football terrace, man came back saying, well, I don't think we're going to win the league anymore now. And it's like, you telling me? The day Tottenham wins the league, I will be black. If he starts Sterling, Arsenal in big trouble. You see, the thing is, I'm only the only thing I'm taking from this Sterling thing is I'm looking at what he did to Havertz. It's undeniable. We can cuss Arteta all we want for everything else, but what you can't cuss Arteta for is how he's turned Havertz around. You know what I mean? We have to give him that. And what we have to say to that is if he can do that to him, because it's undeniable. Arteta's got a tune out of the players like that. You know what I mean? So if he can do that to him, having already worked with Sterling, and Sterling when he was at his best was like under Arteta's coaching, really. When you think about it, I'd say Arteta was working closely with him. I have to look at it and say, you know, there's probably, I'm not going to say he's going to be the exact same as he was 2018 Man City times, but I have to look at it and say, look, he could probably get something. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to take that away from Arteta. I ain't going to take it away from him. I don't rate Sterling. No, to be honest, I don't rate him to the point where it's like, oh, we should have gone for him. But because he's here now, if somebody said to me, Arteta will get the 2018 Sterling out of him, the 2018, 2019 Sterling, he'll get that from him. Then I'll look at it and say, you know what? Then if that's the case, can't be mad, can we? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, when he signed Havertz, I said, we'll play him as number 9 then and score goals. So I want to do that. Do that and win me a trophy as well. Win me some trophies while doing that. I mean, he hasn't won me one of the trophies, but you know, he's giving outputs. You know what I mean? So he was Havertz was doing what we asked like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, true, he has turned Havertz into a player again. It's just that Havertz could be more clinical. Could be more clinical though. That's one thing I will say, because you know that chance against Brighton, got to be putting them away, man. You know what I mean? We're not like Man City that can maybe afford to have a chance like that missed, because we know that they'll make up for it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm expecting Havertz to be in midfield for this game on Sunday, which I think will be stupid, and it will just prove the point that yeah, Arteta he hasn't learned his lesson. Whereas if he plays anybody else in Odegaard's position and keeps Havertz up top, then he has learned. What he could do is have Sterling, Havertz, Saka up front, but have Trossard in midfield with Jorginho and Partey. He could do that. But the last time I remember him doing that, Trossard didn't have that good of a game. And to be fair, Trossard has been showing us that maybe this is why he should stay on the bench. In all fairness, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean, you give him a chance, and you're not seeing anything to say, oh yeah, this is what. See, I told you should have started, kind of thing. But he'll come off the bench and then be like, this is why I should start. And when you do start, you ain't doing anything. You know what I mean? That's the issue. That's the problem we have, that he's just not effective like that when it comes to starting games. You know what I mean? You can't be having that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. I'm not doing a watch along or anything for it. You know, I haven't done one watch along yet this season, but I do plan on doing them for cup games. So the EFL Cup, FA Cup, Champions League, I do plan on doing it for that. So I don't know how many of us would bother with. Let me just start again because I'm butchering words. I don't know how many of us would bother tuning in for it, but I'll give it a go. You know what I mean? I'll give it a go. I'm not going to do every single one. But whenever I do it, it will be for a cup game. Maybe a 12:30 kickoff. Maybe. Well, 12:30 kickoff in the Premier League. Maybe I might do one then. Just can't fly my hand. Maybe I might do one then, but otherwise, yeah, it's just going to be just for cup games. Anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe, people. Big up to all of us in the chat that came in. You know, I do take some time out to try and read all your comments because I've got nobody else controls anything here. I control everything. So I take some time. This is why I like going live as well, because obviously I can talk to my subscribers. Subscribers can talk to me, even non-subscribers. They can talk to me and interact with me and everything. You know what I mean? That's why I like going live as well. That's why I haven't done one match preview or reaction this season yet as a pre-recorded video. You know what I mean? Because I do enough pre-recorded videos as it is, like my reactions. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But yeah, stay tuned for more reactions that will come. Anything, if you guys see anything and you think to yourself, maybe YG should react to that, send it my way. Instagram is the best place to get at me. But if you click the link in the description, it takes you to all my links that shows all my social media pages. So you can either get at me on Twitter or Instagram. They're the best ones to get to contact me on. And yeah, just point me to the direction and I'll see what I can do with it. But yeah, anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me, come and have a pop. Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.